so you can see what I'm looking at. And literally, okay, this is just a joke, but like the first one I saw was this, right? And literally, it was just a gorilla flipping me off. Aha! So we're off to a good start.
Amanda?
Wait, what? I didn't understand it. Like the first one. Oh. Wait, I don't know. That's kind of weird. Well, I'll try to brighten this down because my eyes will fuck. That's just your dog trying to get in. Like, I think I've seen that one before.
Flash is on. Alright, let's take a look.
Not the SWs because, oh my god, apparently there's like folklore in like Arizona about like oh my god, I can't even say it. But apparently there's like SWs around here, and I didn't even think there would be like in the desert, but that freaks me out. Like, indigos or something.
I guess nothing.
Hello.
Whoa, that is kind of weird though. Oh my god. Sorry about the last like YouTube video. It was super echoey because I had two things
Amanda?
on. Oops. Sorry. Oh wait. Shit.
Hey guys, so someone commented in one of my videos like the bronzer highlighter I use, and I use the Milani 05 Soleil, so I'm going to try that on, and no,
Do not watch this video at 3 a.m. horror test video. If you watch all 3 videos without being scared, I'll smack my boss.
Salta, pequeño. Salta, pequeño. Vamos. Vamos para allá. Te gusta caminar arriba de los troncos, ¿verdad? Bueno.
The last video is really chilling. It's not for the faint-hearted. But if you've stayed until now, don't forget that I can only protect my subscribers who have commented their first name, liked, and shared the video with a friend. Do not watch this video at 3 a.m. horror test video.
You might be terrified to see this on your doorbell cam at 3 a.m. in the morning. I spend a lot of time looking at creepy doorbell footage to show you guys, and this is definitely one of the creepiest. But it almost seems too creepy to me, like this was a setup all along. The creature is obviously a costume. Specifically, it's the character Sam from the horror movie Trick or Treat. So what do you think? Costume person with bad intentions? Or a fun Halloween prank? You might be
So you should never try to play musical chairs alone.
What's wrong with playing musical chairs?
So apparently this is one of the most dangerous games. Like, people advise others to never even try this.
Obviously I have to try it. The time to play is between midnight and 3 a.m. Turn the lights off. I'm gonna leave a little bit of light on so you guys can see me. Hold a match in your hand. Don't light it yet. I basically have to walk around the chair 6 times total. If the music stops, which I really don't expect it to, I have to sit down as quick as I can and light the match. That means the game is over. If the music doesn't stop and I've completed the 6 circles, that means I have invited something into my home. To me, this sounds like a ritual. My one stipulation is we're gonna do this Phantomette style. I'm gonna put some paranormal equipment out just to see if anything happens.
Oh my god.
So you should
Scariest things caught on house cameras. Scariest things caught on house cameras.
Kenzie? What the heck? Kenzie, what are you doing? What the heck? Kenzie? What the heck? Kenzie, what are you doing? What the heck?
Rules of the game. You can move when the light's off, but you cannot move when the light's on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready? How'd you get up? You're scaring me?
I told you not to turn on the light.
Okay, rules of this TikTok. Whenever I turn off the light, you can move, but when the light's on, you can't move, okay? Okay.
Rules of the game. You can move when the light's off, but you cannot move when the light's on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready? How'd you get up? You're scaring me?
I told you not to turn on the light.
Most scary videos found on the internet.
Okay. Okay, oh my god, I'm so stupid. Sorry. I forgot it was just reading my phone audio and not me. I don't know how long that was going for. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Hopefully it's not super echoey. I was trying to avoid the echo thing last time because I looked at my last video and it was so echoey. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to avoid that. So hopefully it's not doing that with like the dual audio thing. But I'm trying to do new things. Okay, I'm trying to keep it fresh. I'm sorry.
Doing good, Charlotte?
We'll continue. But yeah, I'm trying to speak into the microphone. I have it set up so it's like really close. It's like just outside the shop.
Most scary videos found on the internet.
Oh my god, okay, we're gonna go to a different one. What? What's wrong with It's like cursed Bjork.
What? Burger?
He just pushes her away. You'll be moving due to what you see in this video. Oh my god, it's already vertical cropped and then it's like horizontal cropped. So. Sorry if you can't see. I guess they just added a feature you can like zoom in. What? I can't zoom in any further though. Did she just like pull that whole thing over, or? Kitchen doing things, and then it gets dragged. As there's it's always the most innocent thing playing on the TV when paranormal stuff happens. That's crazy though.
Just ring your doorbell because I have a couple questions.
Oh no, I can't watch the one. The one's like kind of triggering actually. Oh my god, my recommended. Really scary and disturbing TikToks. Scary Mexican TikToks. How do they know I'm Mexican? I don't even think I've ever looked that up. I just wanted to say that when I saw these like new scary TikToks real footage. I don't know, I kinda like the flow. Whoa, that looks like a child just appeared in the back seat. Or like a baby. That's weird. She's just driving. She's like, if that's not edited with like Adobe After Effects, I don't know. That's crazy. I'm so sorry to laugh, but that was just funny. What the fuck was that? Actually, I just saw it, and now I understand why she screamed. Dude, that's my worst fear, is thinking that there's something behind my shower curtain, dude. The amount of times I moved my shower curtain, I was gonna say, but that's creepy. What the fuck? Is that not edited? Oh my god, no, not this guy. He like makes fake things. Get out! Okay, bye.
Kids were singing to us when all of a sudden my daughter looked towards her room and got scared.
They're so funny. Honestly, me and my sister growing up though, low-key. Damn, that iPhone 7 III. Ah. Makes me realize like how much time has passed.
I'm going for a walk and I look up and I see my neighbors.
Oh wait, I think I've seen this before. I think this is Paranormal Activity.
Woke up to the sounds of a child crying, and this is what I caught.
If there's something over there crying.
No, because like I've heard like scratching on my ceiling. I mean, it could have been rats when I lived in South Carolina, but motherfucking rat. But I think my friends were like, they thought there was like a demon or something, because that place I lived on Brook Green Road was honestly like super haunted.
My kids were singing to us when...
And not even in a cute, oh my god, my house is so haunted way. Like, there's a fucking demon here, and I was so fucking scared. Watch anyway. It's not even something I see like when I wake up. It's like I remember one dream I had and I literally was like I could close my eyes within my dream. I was already asleep. You know, my eyes closed. It was weird, but I couldn't wake myself up basically.
If your child wants to go to the toilet, be very careful, because when this dad takes his daughter to the ladies' room, he's going to find a man hiding there. On seeing his father, the man will pretend to dry his hands, and when daddy tries to confront him, he won't have much to say.
Right? That's the women's bathroom.
And this kind of thing doesn't just happen to other people, it can happen to you too.
I mean, honestly, I don't know how to say this, like, I understand where people come from, but like as someone that's used the women's bathroom instead of the guys and wasn't like a creep, I don't know. I don't want to like write off just everyone that looks masculine or is not immediately presenting as feminine. Like I don't know. I feel like I just am in such a like
Watch this video in which a little girl playing in front of her house is called by someone in his car who
like that's completely different than like just walking into a restroom, there's a guy in there, like... You go into the women's restroom filming, so it's like... Who is more the devil there? I don't even know how I got here. How did I get to man and women's restroom? TikTok is a trip. I didn't even look that up.
Realizing my brother is possessed.
Are you possessed, bro? What the heck? What's wrong with you?
Are you possessed,
He was
bro?
being so weird.
What the heck is
What's a can talk be like? I'm done. Dude, I didn't even... oh my god, I was thinking about how there wasn't even social media, like, super prevalent when I was, like, a baby. Like, early 2000s, like...
Where is it? Point to where it is. Over there, Mama. Where?
Like, maybe it just started to be a thing, but...
Over there, Mama.
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. I don't want to swipe, because I feel like it takes me to different things.
I'm gonna go up there and film it.
No, because like whenever it's like police officers and they're like, they're entitled to write a report on like what happens to them in a way, like word for word. I don't know. It's like crazy whenever it's like involved like that. Because I'm like, I don't know, it's more believable in a sense.
I'm being honest.
Okay, this is why we film shit. Tell me that again. Your answer was, oh, it's on there. It's on there. So, thank you.
No, I'll show you something else now. Probably so you can see this. Because you can't walk.
Why is there like a hole?
We're not worried about
I almost said like a whole hole.
No, I mean that is a whole lot lot of weirdness. I mean, how would this hole get made from the inside?
English.
And it's poking downward. You know,
This is what happens whenever I...
That it would be the worst. Oh my, I couldn't even imagine if I was just chilling and was like, there's a hole in my floor and I live in the second story. So that's like kind of possible.
Her near my daughter's old Cabbage Patch toy. But that's not the weirdest part.
Oh, is that...
There's no batteries. But wait, there's more.
Charlotte. I think that one was debunked though. Oh, I think we watched that.
If your child wants to go to the toilet, be very careful.
Conspiracy theories. I don't really go on TikTok a bunch, but like I felt like it'd be funny to see like my reaction to like whatever's out there.
The scariest conspiracy theories.
Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place.
Weird things running on the subway.
Historians and researchers believe that Atlantis was a real place, a highly advanced society with impressive technology and culture. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato wrote about Atlantis in his dialogues, describing it as a powerful kingdom that existed around 9,000 years before his time. According to the legend, the city was situated on an island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean and was destroyed by natural disasters and catastrophes. There have been numerous archaeological discoveries and ancient texts that suggest the existence of a lost civilization with advanced knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering.
It's interesting that people think that's like a past civilization that had this advanced technology that almost kind of like led to what we have today or influenced it. And then there's a theory that it's like crashed spacecraft from like UFOs and it was like reverse engineered that way and like slowly released into like the world as they like figure out how to make money from it basically.
Some of these artifacts date back to the same period when Atlantis was said to have flourished. There is also many geographic and geological features that could match the description of Atlantis in Plato's account. So what do you think?
The scariest
conspiracy theories I believe in. We've found the cure to cancer. There's no way we haven't found the cure to cancer. I hate to say it, but they make so much money off of chemotherapy and other medicines to cure, or not to cure, but to treat cancer. Yeah, we've found it. They just don't want to give it to us. Alternate universe. I definitely believe there's another me out there, maybe living a different lifestyle richer than me. I definitely believe in the alternate universe, or that there's other life outside of Earth because we haven't even explored not even half of space. So there's definitely something out there.
It literally says GRWM.
The Megalodon is still out there. Just like I said about space, we still haven't explored not even half of the ocean, and I definitely believe that the Megalodon is still out there, or that there's something bigger than the Megalodon. Princess Diana's death was definitely planned. There is no way the ambulance had to take 30 to an hour or even longer to arrive at the scene. I definitely believe that if they would have arrived sooner, she would still be alive to this day.
There's some shady stuff with the...
Something just rubs me the wrong way with the royal family, and I'm so happy Meghan and Harry just got out of there. Conspiracy theories I believe in.
Look, I know everybody thinks everything is a conspiracy, although I told y'all 2 years ago, I showed y'all the report where the CIA created the term conspiracy theory for critical thinkers. It is just a weaponized term, and it is not a conspiracy that there likely is a Clonye and clones and skin mask and Jamie Foxx might be the next one. It's not a conspiracy that these things actually exist. So I'm just going to show you guys the difference between clones and skin masks that are going around because the world is a stage and everything is not what you think it is.
It is kind of a stage.
Made to order.
Oh, I can't
Mothers
shake
giving
that
birth to
feeling.
themselves.
Okay, I get
Babies
feeling.
conceived just so their body parts can be transplanted. Come with me into the scary new world of cloning. The
I'm not going to say
nightmarish
that
stuff
everything I'm
of
watching
science fiction has suddenly
true
become a reality. Behind those walls, there are people with the technology, the ability, and the desire to genetically engineer human embryos, to be the first in the world to successfully clone a human being. Very pleased to know.
I think about like what's possible now, but what's just made illegal, but not just because it's not possible.
She was born yesterday, at
immediately, so it's not like
11:55
legally researched or publicly like put out there
a.m.
legally.
in the country where
But
she
I
was
just feel
born.
like what's actually
So this will
probably
not give you
like
more
the 10%
details
of
about
what's
the
probably released
location.
technologically.
She's fine. We call her Eve.
Collide is a private company. We founded that 4 years ago, got the funding to really have lab last August. And so now we have 3 scientists working almost full-time in a lab here in the United States with the major goal for us to produce a human embryo by human cloning.
My first gen was born in Jersey.
That's interesting.
However, I was cloned by Clonate in Canada.
If you can hear him. He's saying he was cloned.
12568. Anyone wants to see the registration, they cloned. When I was cloned, they wiped a lot of memory, but when I stole the documents before escaping, I read that the mother was Puerto Rican and the
yeah, it's just such a low
father's
volume. I'm sorry.
sperm donor.
On that one clip. He was basically talking about how he was cloned. What? Hello?
I think you have my hair.
It could just be like a wax figure thing, right? Ew, the crying baby one in the background is really fucking weird.
I think you have my hair.
The Kim Jong-un one.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
My son never looked at me. Oh my god.
Wait a second. Wait, I don't think I've seen this clip before. It's like a deep fake or something. And then he just says Sophia, like, oh my god, I almost said Sophia Nygaard. Is this Sophia Vergara? I don't know.
Just me, or what is this creature that doesn't breathe and has fish gills or something weird?
She's just breathing through her nose. I mean, she is kind of off, but like, I don't think it's like. I guess there is a theory that they're like reptiles, but I don't know if that's what they're alluding to.
Now they say the truth is stranger than fiction. So share, duet, whatever before they take this down because they don't want y'all to know about clones and skin masks yet. But it's revelation time. So look, I know everybody.
It's revelation time. So
everything is a conspiracy. Although I told.
This is a weird one, so bear with me. But this picture of Sofia Vergara, seemingly normal, right? I think she's on America's Got Talent as a judge or whatever she does. On March 16th, I screenshot this from my phone. You can look at it on her Instagram. But what is that? That's not motion blur. I'm an editor. That's not motion blur. She looks a little weird, but whatever. We can look it over. But wait, it gets weirder. What is wrong with them?
It does look like AI.
All these people right here. What is happening? Her. Why doesn't she have an eye? And if this is AI, why? Why would it be? This is a weird one, so bear.
Maybe she did like the extend thing. I can't think of why it would be like publicly.
You know the Mars theory? That there's aliens on Mars?
Here we go.
There's a theory that Mars was the original planet that humans were from. Then something happened that we all had to fly to another planet and live on. There used to be like civilization that lived on Mars. Now back this, on Mars, there's an element on the periodic table called xenon. Xenon on Earth is only found, this is crazy, is only found after a nuclear explosion. No. Oh shit, that's not even the super mode button. I said no. What the hell? And it goes hand in hand now. What if on Mars there was a nuclear warfare, destroyed the whole planet, but people were able to escape just in time, landed on Earth, and they had to restart from nothing.
So we are the aliens.
We're the aliens.
What the hell?
Yeah. It's real shit. Like this element's called xenon. It's prominent after a nuclear explosion. You know the Mars theory?
That's interesting as prominent after nuclear explosions. Huh.
You know what the darkest
I never heard of that one.
conspiracy theory about aliens is?
I don't know if I'm ready for it.
That Earth is essentially a farm, and human beings are the vessels that contain souls, and they want us because this is how they create souls. And so they're farming us. They've created us. So we started off as primates, and through some sort of genetic intervention, I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just saying that this is like top of the food chain, put your tinfoil hat on super tight. That they farm us. And that the whole reason why human beings are involved in this conflict, constant conflict, it's all of it is to increase our competition with each other, increase our ability to control resources, which will increase our technology, which will ultimately lead to us creating this being that we're going to create, this artificially intelligent super god. You know what the darkest conspiracy theory?
I thought about that, like when people talk about that theory of like, I remember having like a really, I don't know, I know I'll say, but like I had this really like intense trip, maybe like 5 years ago, and I thought about like we're like in a trip, I had the thought of like we're just like entertainment for like aliens in a way, but for it to be like a farming thing, like they're harvesting. Or like the theory that they're harvesting our energy is similar to that one in a way. But I never heard of that theory though. It's so interesting. It's like October last year. Like what people
They put it right in front of our face.
Let's go even further down the rabbit hole. She always had the pointed chin. Solange always had a flat chin, correct? Flat chin? Pointed chin. Say it one more time. Flat chin, pointed chin.
Oh, is that like the face shape?
Still not convinced, huh? Peep the noses. Peep how Beyonce nose is flat. And Solange's nose is more like open. Now let's try it from another angle. Cause you know y'all love to talk about angles. More open, flat. And the craziest thing about it, y'all still won't believe it. So look, open your eyes. I mean, just look how close these tour dates are. I really believe one person going to all these different cities. I'm talking about back to back, flight to flight, 4 to 5 hour performances. Use y'all head, bro.
Well, it's very simple. I have a clone.
A clone.
Let's go even further down the rabbit hole. She always had the pointed chin. Solange always had a flat chin.
So there's a common misconception that to be successful in trading, it demands
Denver International Airport is the most monstrous conspiracy theory. I don't know whether to start with the fact that it's twice the size of Boston, Miami, and San Francisco. That every several months during construction, they switch contractors so that no one knows the full layout of the airport. Not to mention, there's at least 5 buildings that they decided to bury, and there's potentially hundreds of underground bunkers. So I'll just start it off simply with the terrifying artwork in this airport. Denver Airport welcomes you with this inviting 32-foot, 9,000-pound statue of this demonic horse with red eyes
weird ass energy.
This possessed statue essentially murdered its creator when a piece of it fell off during construction and severed its artery. A lot of people believe that it represents one of the 4 horsemen who usher in the apocalypse, which seems far-fetched until you see the artwork they have in the Denver airport. What better way to get in the mood for a flight than to walk past this mural of a soldier stabbing a dove holding a rifle standing over unconscious children?
Oh my god, yeah, that one's really tripped me out too. Where it's like the fucking mural of like, and they say like the people that know apparently will know, and for a little bit I was like, what do you mean? And I'm just like, it literally just like depicts like, I don't even know. To me, it's just like, I don't know how to put it.
Gas mask and decaying city are also a nice touch. Phone is rebelling because it was supposed to update months ago and I keep putting it off, so it won't let me post the second, even more terrifying picture, but I'll post.
But it just makes sense with what everything going on, basically. Like, wow.
Like, tomorrow,
they
along
almost
with
like
even
put
crazier stuff. Denver
it in
International
plain,
Airport
hidden in
is the
plain
most
sight
monstrous
kind of
conspiracy theory. I don't know whether to start with the fact that it's.
Wait, I want to go to her like page. I love her. I'm gonna follow her.
Things I wish I'd never learned. Chainsaw was invented for the sole purpose of assisting in childbirth. Dogs like squeaky toys because they sound like animals dying. Adult octopus could technically crawl through your mouth, through your entire body, and out your bumhole with very little effort. Scientist who was sentenced to death by guillotine said that he would attempt to blink his eyes for as long as possible after being beheaded, and people said that he blinked his eyes for up to 30 seconds. Because we kill so many spiders, we're forcing them to evolve to be indestructible and smarter. They play dead now and are even better at hiding, and in your home you probably have about 82 spiders at this given moment. The molecular structure of human tissue is so similar to pork that most people can't tell the difference in a blind taste test, and cannibalism is still alive and well in at least 5 countries today. Touch more surfaces that have fecal matter on it than surfaces that don't. Arctic ice melting is expected to release ancient pathogens that we have no resistance to, and it's likely that it could cause plagues all across the world. It's illegal in 29 states for medical students to practice pap smears on females under anesthetics without their permission. Things I wish I'd never learned. Chainsaw was invented for the sole purpose of assisting in childbirth.
What? That's not. I don't even know. I have to I need to fact check that. Is pap smear really? No, I can't believe that one.
Things I didn't learn until embarrassingly late in life, part 4. I didn't know that everyone experienced deja vu, and when I started experiencing, I thought I was slowly developing a superpower. I didn't know that blankets don't produce their own heat. I thought there was something about going number 2 that inherently made your hands sweaty, like the act of it released some sort of secretions from your hand, and that's why you had to wash them. I didn't understand in movies when children grew into adults that they were 2 different actors. I thought the movies just had to wait all of those years for the child to grow up. I didn't learn until my 20s that Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. I have partial face blindness, and I didn't know that.
No, because they say you know how Thanksgiving's on the 26th now or something, a much later date. Some people remember it being on the 3rd week, and I vaguely remember it being not at the end of November, just being a little bit before, not completely almost lining up with Halloween and Christmas. It was a little bit before that. The 25th, it had to be I don't know. But
acting was a career. I thought you acted in one movie and then people would know you as that character, so they wouldn't want to see you in other movies. And the only exception to this, I thought, was Anne Hathaway, and I thought she was an anomaly because for some reason she was the only person I recognized in more than one movie. I'd never heard of an MLM or pyramid scheme until I found myself in one in my 20s. I didn't know that cars needed oil changes until after I'd owned one for a year. And once I was overdue for an oil change, and I was about to go on a cross-country trip, but I forgot, and I drove from Virginia down to North Carolina to pick up my friend. Then we drove down to Florida and all the way to Texas, and then we drove from Texas to Colorado and Colorado to Utah, and that's when I remembered that I never got the oil change. And I was...
Okay, hold on. This is not conspiracy theories. I'm sorry. Or maybe you don't mind. Maybe you're here for the ride.
Twice the size of Boston, Miami.
They don't even hide it anymore.
Season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you 40?
No. A long time ago I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fellow, horns, red fur, I don't know, little
Wait a second, he looks so I don't know if this is a joke.
They don't even hide it anymore.
But the fact that it's, oh my god, yeah, it's becoming more and more in plain sight. Oh my god. And the last guy was it's because I have a clone. Straight up, isn't there that one clip? I don't know if it's just a joke though, but it's Katy Perry. She's and I sold my soul for to the devil, and she was making Christian music and stuff, and then she went full Anyway, interesting though.
You know those Walmart type brands Great Value and then the regular brands, right? Listen to this theory, right? It might shock you a bit. So they have a cool whip, then just the normal whipped cream, Bet you didn't know it's all made by the same company. It's just that great value goes to the same manufacturers, and they just get it made cheaper without the branding, like no brand name. So, you know, the canned vegetables, right? The big name brand is called Green Giant.
Oh my god, the Green Giant guy.
And the great value
I saw
ones
this
are
one
also
clip
made
with this
by
girl.
Green Giant.
She
It's the same with cereal. There's this store called Aldi, right?
Like
now this store is known for having the best products that match up to the big name brands. That's how they promote their stores. So if you go into Aldi, they have this brand called Millville, and all their cereals are replicas of cereals like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cookie Crisps, and Rice Krispies. And they look so similar, but are all made by Millville. The real name brand is made by General Mills. They dug deep and found out that Millville is the same thing as General Mills. It's the exact same. They even taste the exact same, literally. You know those Walmart type brands like Great Value and then the regular brands, right? Listen to this theory, right? It might shock you a bit. So they have Cool Whip, then just the normal whipped cream. I bet you didn't know it's all made by the same company. It's just that great value goes to the same manufacturers, and they just get it made cheaper without the branding, like no brand name. So
I wonder if there has some subconscious, like, you're not supporting the store directly kind of thing. It's like, I wonder what goes into that. Like, it has to be the illusion of choice or something like that. So you don't just see the brand store on everything that you see. It's like just off enough for it to be its own thing. That's so interesting.
The canned vegetables, right?
That is not normal. Everyone is looking up, wondering
oh my god,
why
it gave me the chills because that's like, oh my god. I was gonna pause it with my fucking computer, but you know when you do a panorama in the sky and it looks like when you put the two edges of the panorama together. If that's not a very cleverly edited video. Broken. Yikes, dude. I think there was one time like a Shane Dawson podcast and they're like, what if we just saw like the sky like just like glitch one day?
And everybody knows something's fishy, don't you? It's fishy, ain't it?
That's fucking weird.
You know, that's the first time I ever seen this.
That's right.
That's so fucking weird. And there's like a line, dude. Like the cloud just couldn't go past that point at all. Even the lighting is completely different on each side. Like, that's so weird.
That is not normal.
Why did it say account banned?
Welcome campers and campers to the Daily Camper Week of July 25th, 2010. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get started.
This anonymous web show is one of the most disturbing things that's ever existed on the internet.
Yikes.
What I just showed you was a clip from an online program called The Daily Capper. The Daily Capper was a program put on by pedophiles all across the world. And this was the head of a community of people known as cappers. This online community of pedophiles known as cappers would go onto the profiles of underage girls and boys, flatter them with compliments, shower them with praise, then try to get them to flash them so that they could take a screen cap of their nude body. And after that, these pedophiles would then blackmail these children with these images. They would send these photos to friends, family members, schools. And there were all sorts of code words and online forums where these cappers, aka disgusting pedophiles, would meet and exchange information. The Daily Capper itself, this program, was a program put on by these pedophiles to talk about news and events that were happening within this pedophile community. It's really disturbing to me that they chose this because I used to watch the show Crashbox as a child, and I think that it's eerie and haunting that they're actually using imagery from a children's show for this pedophile network. Now, sadly, one of the victims of this capping community was a girl named Amanda.
It's stuck at 9:41 on my iPhone, like in the top left corner. I don't know why that is.
The top. Amanda's story is particularly well known because of the YouTube video she created before she took her own life. But at one point during Amanda's stages of cyberbullying, she was featured repeatedly on the Daily Capper, this program. And the intro always started like this: "Welcome cappers and cam whores." And then at the end, the newscaster up here would say, "Happy hunting," encouraging these pedophiles to go target more children. And they would do awards at the end of the year for the best, most prolific pedophiles in their community. These awards that they gave out included Blackmailer of the Year, Capper of the Year, Cam Whore of the Year, Cam Sight of the Year and Shocker of the Year, where they were basically giving awards to pedophiles and their victims. There's a lot of information online about this whole show and these pedophiles, but something really disturbing to me is the fact that most of the people involved in the Daily Capper were never brought to justice and they were never caught. That means that all of these pedophiles that were celebrating with each other and glorifying their disgusting acts are still out there, probably on the internet today. And to end this, I'm going to show you one more clip from the show, which I find is particularly disturbing.
Candy has returned this week for the first time in a month. The reason they were gone so long is because they said someone called the police on them. Twice. I think I know what this is all about.
Been reported to the cyber police and the state police.
Looks like he wasn't joking around. Maybe it was their Good Morning America interview that prompted cyber police. Welcome campers and campers to the Daily Capper week of July 25th, 2010.
Oh god. It was like 14 years ago? I can't believe 2010 is now like fucking that long ago.
We had a lot to talk about, so
Bridge that open Airbnb. If you go in the closet, they have these books all in here, but they have a couple DVDs down here, and there's only 4 of them here, okay? So here's the DVDs. Ronin, Sahara, and Hardball. This last one's some old movie, okay? So let me prove that we're in a matrix here. So these movies here are from like the year 2000. They're all old ones, not even that popular, right? So I go on my Netflix. Well, it's not my Netflix. It's the person who owns this cottage. Go to the trending page, okay? So if I scroll over on trending page, watch what happens. There's the movie Hardball, which they have, okay? Number 1. Let's keep going. Oh, look, Sahara. That's the other movie that's down there, right? Now let's keep going, see if there's anything else on
I don't
here.
know if this is like confirmation bias or like actual.
Oh, Ronin, which this is a different Ronin movie, but it's the same spelling
But I noticed
as
things like
this
that.
one
Like,
here.
I'll literally
Ronin,
be like talking
Hardball,
about something and like the moment
Sahara.
I say a video I'm watching
So what's
says
going
it
on here?
too,
So
or,
literally
like,
4 DVDs. What's the chances
I
that
get what you're talking
they're all on the trending page? The trending page only has like 30 movies on here. Most of these are old. This movie is from 2013.
I think about what are the chances it's
Sahara
true.
is from
or that I'm thinking about.
2005, which is even older.
It could literally
And the
just
movie
be something
Hardball, I
else,
believe,
like
is 2001, which is even older.
Or I didn't even say.
Hardball.
Or type in
2001.
my phone.
So what's the chances those 3 movies just happen to be on the trending page of all things? Are we in the Matrix? Does this prove it?
I gotta go
Figure out
pee.
why the universe wants me to look into these 3 movies. I've never seen any of them. So when you look at the back of them, it gets interesting. This one is about a new world order and goes further in detail. Just one connect there. And then this movie here is about the ultimate treasure hunt. You know, I think they end up finding treasure and they end up investigating, finding all that good stuff. And then Hardball, this movie's about a guy who runs like a baseball team and he does sports betting. So I think it's very interesting that this movie's about sports betting, this one's about finding treasure, and this one is about New World Order, mercenaries, whatever. You combined all 3 of them, it's kind of like gematria, finding treasure, sports gematria, betting, you know, exposing New World Order. Is this why I'm showing these 3 DVDs here? Also, another side fact is doing a lot of things that look like Matthew McConaughey, so I thought that was kind of funny. He happens to be on that case. He happens to be in the movie The Matrix, which never connects. No, this looks like footage that I booked on Airbnb. If you go in the closet, they have these books all in here, but they have a couple DVDs down here, and there's only 4 of them here, okay? So here's the DVDs. Ronin, Sahara.
I just saw this on Twitter and it just reminded me of like the conspiracy theory or running joke that Beyonce cannot see herself because that was songs for her or something like that. Like, where did that even originate or come from? Like, this tweet is fake as hell, by the way. And this tweet is too. Like, people were really bored in their rooms. Beyonce can never catch a break.
Everyone likes pancakes.
It just reminded me of like the conspiracy theory or running joke that Beyonce
theories that were proven real.
China dinosaur theory. According to this theory, China found an island that is full with dinosaurs. A woman that was for vacation in China reportedly saw it on the news itself. They said that it was an expedition of 15 people to an uncharted island, and there were found multiple new dinosaur species. Theories that were proven.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Chances are you've...
This is why exposing the truth is scary.
People who expose the truth.
One of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet in the Gulf of Mexico. I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut. It was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of water lapping against the shore. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. When we went out,
that was me in my dream whenever I was like, my eyes are already closed, but I can close my eyes again.
it was so super saline that the submarine couldn't go down it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane.
What do you mean? He just like died? Okay, guys.
This is why exposing the truth
put out there,
is
I'm
scary.
not committing unaliving
People
anytime
who
soon
expose the
when I talk about these things. Anyway, that's like the scariest thing ever.
Chances
It's
are
like,
you've probably heard of something called...
This freaked me the fuck out.
This fact. Okay, can I share this? I don't want to be blamed.
I doubt I could stop you.
I don't want to be blamed if you cannot get to sleep tonight.
No, I'll be okay.
Okay, all right. So, this dark energy in the future will render the universe so large, having accelerated so significantly that all the galaxies of the night sky will have accelerated beyond our horizon.
What?
And all the galaxies are the source of our knowledge of cosmology, of the Big Bang. Everything we know about the history of the universe comes to us from these galaxies. If they accelerate beyond our horizon, the next generation of cosmic explorers will only have the stars of the Milky Way to think about. And I'm confused. There would have been an entire chapter of the universe ripped from their view.
what do you mean? Why?
And they will be trying to contemplate an understanding of the universe without a significant part of what its past was. And so I lose sleep wondering, today, was there some previous chapter ripped from the universe itself? And here we are. And here we are, you know, touching the elephant, not knowing that, in fact, there's an elephant standing there. Or maybe there's the shadow of the elephant and the elephant has been moved. We don't know what we don't know. And this leaves me awake at night.
Yeah.
I lose sleep.
I mean, I guess that's true in a way. Like, I only know what happened from like 2000 and forward. Like, I have no idea what happened before that. Like, it could have just been a simulation churned on in January 2000, and I literally have like no fucking other reference.
Young Will Smith knew what was going on.
Do you believe in government conspiracies?
Oh, absolutely.
No, I'm serious.
No, definitely. No, oh my God.
I know I heard you did. Are you serious now?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm very serious. You can't tell,
You can't tell, no. I read that you felt that the government was deliberately spraying cold germs in subways, was deliberately trying to make people ill with the AIDS virus. This is pretty serious stuff. Do you really feel that?
Well, that's a good question. Well, I'm with Barbara Walters. Oh, that's a serious one. Okay, so I got to, now, because people are going to chase me after this.
Oh, just like they chased Martin Lawrence?
People are going to chase me. I believe that it is quite highly possible that the AIDS virus is a result of genetic warfare testing.
don't want to think that
by
as a gay person.
American agents
But I understand where you come from.
will.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment
Reality that, oh my god,
purposes only. Stay weird.
Young Will.
Damn.
Dave Chappelle tried to warn us.
Do you know why Prince?
Well, that's interesting when celebrities like
famous rock star that was a friend of mine. Do you know why he called himself the artist when he came back? Calls himself the artist because that's what they call us in our contracts. Oh, these contracts are crazy. You should hear the terminology they say in these contracts. To use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. Who the fuck could possibly know what that means? Nobody does. It's so complicated, in fact, that when you're a kid like me, you have to hire somebody to tell you what that means. And you sit down at a table and you do the contract game. And that's how I got with Comedy Central. I signed the contract. But I signed the contract the way that a 28-year-old expectant father that was broke signs a contract. I was desperate. I needed a way out. And it wasn't good money and it wasn't good circumstances. But what else am I going to do, I said. And all these white people sitting at that table told me, trust us, Dave, it's a good contract. And I looked around the table and they all seemed to agree it was a good contract. But what if it was like that game of three-card Monte? What if they were all friends and I didn't know it?
Do you agree with Dave Chappelle? Could there be a darker side to these contracts? Or is he making this up? Drop it in the comments.
I don't think he's lying. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, I was like more real.
POV? POV?
Wake the fuck up.
Wake up. Old Testament met with Asian American. Hold up. Alright, so T.
What is this? What do you mean? Old Testament map. Egypt is Texas. Israel is. Oh my god, wait. I don't know if this is gonna be like. Offensive. I don't know. Because this is before the whole like thing happened and.
Right, I had zoomed in.
What do you mean? Don't tell me the Red Sea is actually below me because I don't know how. Because like.
So what if this what it really was, bro?
Because I live in southern Arizona. What are you trying to say southern Arizona is? Edom?
And if anything, right, this would really make sense. You wanna know why? Because what's in this area? Washington, D.C. Oh my god!
Wake the fuck up.
The robot voice. Wake the fuck up. Someone said Babylon is Detroit. I'm done. That's not a little kid, that's a robot lady.
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Hold on real quick. I do not trust them. Just watch this real quick.
Of the Earth.
You get to Mars
Literally.
by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean because outer space is the ocean.
Now what she just said just blew my mind. Now there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea.
don't know
Early
why that got
civilizations
me.
believed that the ocean and the stars above were linked. I mean, just look. Mayan, Norse, Hindu, Hebrew, all of them. Now, we already know what spacesuits look like, but they look exactly like sea suits. I know once in your life you've heard of the Bermuda Triangle. Planes and people going missing in the ocean. There are black holes in the ocean. And I just know once in your life you've heard about sea monsters. When you see a comet, it looks like a boat soaring through water. What if these unexplained species in the ocean are actually aliens? If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creature that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth. Or could it have just been a creature from space? Now you can say what you want, but I bet you we are not the only beings, only species, only creatures that are in this universe. It's just ironic that when they return to Earth, they're on water.
It just
I mean,
doesn't
I
seem
know I'm not
possible
tripping.
at that point.
And I
to
know
be
y'all
the
heard of
only
mermaids.
thing that-
So many unexplained things in the ocean. They're
Even if
making
it's
more
like a
discoveries
million
in
years
space.
away,
Not really
it
putting too much
probably
money or
doesn't
caring about
exist.
what's going on the planet. Why? Because this sea stuff might have a lot of connections to space. And they not telling us. Y'all be safe, and I know I'm not the only person who feel this way.
Y'all be safe with Cthulhu behind her. Literally. A dark clock?
Have you seen the theory about clocks?
No.
So when you look at a clock, it looks pretty normal. You never
Not
think
while
anything of
my
it. But what if I
clock
told
is
you there's
broken
actually a
down
really
here?
dark
It is
theory
not
behind the
9:11.
idea of a clock?
What?
This
Right, you
stuff.
go across the clock, across the way, you see like 11 and 1. It equals 12. 10 and 2 equals 12. 9 and 3 equals 12. 8 and 4 equals 12. 7 and
Wow,
5
I'm doing
equals
this
12.
scary
And then
too
6
fast.
plus 6 equals 12. They all equal 12.
Wait, what does that mean though?
Well, also think about this. When you go diagonally and look at the numbers and you subtract it, like 12 minus 6 equals 6. 11 minus 5.
Wait. Okay, I don't think it's doubling.
Equals 6.
I hope
10
it's not
minus 4
equals
equals 6.
That's
Wait, what is going on?
But wait, if you look at this a different way too, if you look across, 12 plus 1 equals 13. 11 and 2
Echo
equals
check.
13. 10 and 3 equals 13. 9 and 4 equals 13. It all equals 13.
So what's the theory?
You look at all the numbers, right? They all... It's just weird how you go different formulations and they all equal the same.
That's actually kind of scary.
I don't really want to get into like the exact thing that I saw, but it is weird how everything, you know, equals the same. Comment if you guys know what that is.
Everything equals the same. Well, I guess it's at the same minute on the, but everyone's hour is different, but we all are on like the same, like if it's 20 minutes past, everyone's 20 minutes past.
Dude,
I don't know. I don't want to.
That like give me chills just look.
I don't know. That didn't get me.
The theory about
I didn't
clock, you see
understand.
it's 11 and 1 equals
11 and
12. 10 and 2 equals 12. 9 and 3 equals 12. 8 and 4 equals 12. 7 and...
Wait. Yeah, because it's a clock. Wait, is he saying like the opposite hands? Wait, I don't get
5
it.
equals 12, and then 6 plus 6 equals 12. They all equal 12.
Wait, what is that?
But like 10 plus 4 equals 14. Like, I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like 12 plus 6 equals 18. I don't know. Like, how is he?
That mean though?
Well, also think about this. When you go diagonally and look at the numbers and you subtract it, like 12 minus 6 equals 6. 11 minus 5 equals 6. 10 minus 4 equals 6.
Wait, what is going on?
But wait, if you look at this...
Wait, pull up that clock.
Subtract it, like it equals 12. 7 and...
Okay, 9 minus... Yeah, 6. Oh, and you subtract it. But isn't the... Oh, that is kind of interesting. We subtract it, he meant.
And then 6 plus 6 equals 12. They all equal 12.
Wait, what does that mean though?
Well, also think about this. When you go diagonally and look at the numbers and you subtract it, like 12 minus 6 equals 6. 11 minus 5
Sorry, my
equals 6. 10
ADHD
minus
brain
4
is a
equals
little
6.
Wait, what is going on?
But wait, if you look at this a different way too, if you look across, 12 plus 1 equals 13. 11 and 2 equals 13. 10 and 3 equals 13. 9 and 4 equals 13. It all equals 13.
So what's the theory?
Oh, it all equals Taylor
Look at all the
Swift.
numbers, right? They all... It's just weird how you go different formulations and they all equal the same.
That's actually kind of scary.
I don't really want to get into like the exact thing that I saw, but it is weird how everything...
What do you mean you don't want to get into the exact thing that you saw? Because the 13 thing actually got me kind of stumped. I didn't even think about that. The subtraction thing was understandable, but the 13 thing, if you go all the way down like that, across, that's weird. They need to make people get a permit for podcast equipment. Not the fucking comment with they need to make people get a permit for podcast equipment. I am done. I'm end stream. What the fuck? What? Okay, now I have to look into this now.
Did you know there's a theory that time could flow differently in other dimensions? Let's dive into the mind-blowing world of the dark clock theory. Imagine a universe where a minute for us is a millennium somewhere else.
Yeah.
This isn't just sci-fi. Some scientists believe that parallel universes or hidden dimensions could have their own unique timelines.
Time dilation.
String theory even suggests there are hidden dimensions all around us. And guess what? Time could be looping, flowing backward, or even standing still in these
it's
unseen
like the Good Place
realms.
episode where Michael
Ever heard of
is
wormholes?
like, time is more
They might
like...
connect different points in space and time, or even different universes. Step through one, and who knows what kind of timeline you'll end up in. The universe is
But it
full of
kinda is, if you think
mysteries
about it, you
waiting
know
to
how
be
you dream?
uncovered. Follow for more mind-blowing...
You know, you like have a dream, and it feels like you were in that dream a lot longer than how long you slept, basically. I can kind of see that, honestly. It is probably a little bit more... I mean, yeah, I guess we are just scratching the surface to understanding, like, what...
Flowing cosmic...
This is a clock. You go around starting from the 6 and the 12 and take away the lower number from the higher number. So 6 take away 12 equals 6. 1 minus 7 is 6. 2 minus 8 is 6. 3 minus 9 is 6. 4 minus 10 6. And 5 minus 11 6. That's 6 sixes. And 6 sixes is 36. In Masonic numerology, 36 is 666 because it means 3 sixes. Here's the units of time. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. From what I've uploaded, you should know how Masonic numerology works now. 60 seconds in a minute, 6 plus 0 equals 6. 60 minutes in an hour, 6 plus 0 equals 6. And 24 hours in a day, 2 plus 4 equals 6. That's 666. Now this is a clock. You go around starting from the 6 and the 12 and take away the lower number from the higher number. So 6 take away 12 equals 6. 1 minus 7 is 6. 2 minus 8 is 6. 3 minus 9 6. 4 minus 10 6. And 5 minus 11 6. That's 6 sixes. And 6 sixes is 36. In Masonic numerology, 36 is 666 because it means 3 sixes. Here's the units of time. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. From what I've uploaded, you should know how Masonic numerology works now. 60 seconds in a minute, 6 plus 0 equals 6. 60 minutes in an hour.
Darkest discoveries made by humans. Twin paradox.
Here's how it works. Let me get a pair of
Neil
twins.
deGrasse Tyson. I was gonna go to the Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Born the same time.
Anyway, that's so funny how it was.
And now one of them, I will send off at 90% the speed of light. And the other I'll keep down here on Earth. Turns out, this twin that I've already sent, his clock ticks 44% as fast as this twin's clock. Our clock here on Earth. So, this twin is aging more slowly than this one. How about 99.9%? We're getting closer and closer to the speed of light
just going in the space shuttle.
That's the clock ticks only 4.5% as fast. So, what does this mean? I'll tell you what it means. This twin that traveled for 5 years and comes back, if they went at 99.9% the speed of light, after 5 years, they're 5 years older. We have aged 110 years.
Darkest discoveries made.
I wonder, like, yeah, would it just be 5 years for them while their twin is literally 110?
I didn't know what the single most alarming thing I could ever see with the naked eye was until I saw it. This is 1999. I'm on the Brooklyn Bridge at 2 o'clock in the morning. And Brooklyn Bridge is a nice, you're away from lights. It's still barely lit, but you're away from lights as good as you can. I'm a city person. And I'm there, and I'm looking up, and I'm seeing this meteor shower. It's called the Leonid meteor shower. You see the streaks of light. They're shooting stars. It's beautiful. We're getting like 3 or 4 per minute. This is a good rate. Then I saw a new star in the sky. I don't recognize that star. And it just got brighter and brighter and brighter, and then it disappeared. Then I saw a puff of smoke, and I said, whoa! So you know what just happened? No. You don't know what I just witnessed? It was a meteor that was headed straight towards me.
And then disintegrated.
And it disintegrated straight towards me. There was no streak. And I thought to myself, this is the final moment of my life. We are so accustomed to seeing streaks of light in the sky. And some of those are going to be headed straight for you. And they're not going to make a streak. They're just going to get brighter. When I realized a split second after that happened, what I just witnessed, I freaked out.
It's the best way you could go.
I didn't know what the single most alarming thing I could ever see with the naked eye was until I saw it. This is 1999. I'm on the Brooklyn.
There can be no time travel because so far, no one from the future has ever shown up and said,
I wasn't that requires is that there's no time travel to the past. So the future person would then be coming to the past. We can travel into the future, however. Our understanding of that has been around since 1905, and it's Einstein's special theory of relativity. If I send you on a spaceship at speed nearing the speed of light, and we watch you, you'll see that your clock ticks more slowly than our own. When you come back, it's the famous twin study. You send out your twin, they can come back. You age 20 years, your twin would have aged only 10, depending on the exact speed. And so in that way, your twin went into the future. Now, you're right about the past. We don't know yet how to go into the past. There's some peculiar solutions of Einstein's equations that allow past travel, but then you can interact with your life. You're in sort of another place. Because imagine if you could interact with your own life, prevent your parents from meeting. Then you would never conceive. Then you could have never been sent back in time to prevent your parents from meeting.
For a while, I was kind of like, people would be like, oh my god, you're born in like 2000, you're so young, but now that I'm 24, it's like, not really, like,
there can be no time travel because so far, no one from the future has ever shown up and said, hi.
What
in a way
that requires.
Why do some people think that World War II Germany had super advanced tech? Well, in the grand scheme of things, they did. But there's this conspiracy that I'm not saying is true about a more mystical technology that they had called Diglocka, which Diglocka was this giant bell that some claim existed that was basically...
Like, why was I born January 2000 of all times? Like, right at the start of the millennium. Fucking weird.
Anti-gravity technology. It was said to be about 12 feet tall, be highly radioactive, produce a glowing blue light, and basically be like a Taco Bell flying saucer. And allegedly, there's a concrete ring called the hinge, which really assembled stone hinge for some reason, in order to tether it for test. But at the end of the war, a German officer called Hans Kammler traded this tech to the U.S. military in exchange for his freedom. Which German World War II people trading knowledge to the U.S. for freedom was definitely something real that actually happened.
Oh my god.
Operation Paperclip. But this whole bell thing is claimed to be a hoax by mainstream reviewers, so tell me what you think in the comments and follow from below. Why do some people...
Honestly, I don't really like the Taco Bell part, but I could see how, like... Yeah, like, how the fuck did, like, all this, like, rapid... I don't know, when people have theories on, like, the rapid progression of, like, technology and stuff.
People think that...
Have you seen the theory about clocks? No. So when you look at a clock, it looks pretty normal.
Family, I hope you're ready.
Yeah, what is the theory?
The clock.
Why am I still stuck on the clock? Is that it? That it just equals that? Okay. Why is there Tiny Tim?
Yep, this
Okay, I'm done with the dark clock.
These are some of the scariest conspiracy theories in the world, but we're going to keep going until we find the craziest one. There's actually a huge conspiracy that the Denver International...
Wait, I think we've talked about that.
Like, hey, we're aliens. So after Apollo 17 and boards and posters around the airport that's like, hey, we're aliens. And people think that since they poke around and joke at it, that it's probably true. That
I don't like that. It's like, I don't know, like maybe someone was really cheeky and was like, haha, it would be funny for like... But honestly, it's like such a public display. It's like... They put money and like work into that like mural, like how large it is and everything in detail. It's like, why? I can't help but
think also a huge conspiracy that the Apollo 17 was not the last moon mission. So after Apollo 17 in 1972, America actually stopped sending astronauts to the moon. NASA claimed that they logged all the research they needed and the government funding was reduced, so it ended. The movie actually ended up coming out about a fictional Apollo 18 mission, and now some people believe that the mission was real and it ended tragically when the astronauts had a run-in with aliens. I think that arguably one of the biggest conspiracies is that people believe that airplane airplane exhaust trails are actually filled with chemtrails. So within this conspiracy, people think that the exhaust trails on airplanes are actually chemtrails, and it's the government that's trying to spray us, and they're keeping it a secret. And there's also a lot of conspiracies that feed into this, like whether or not it's cloud seeding for storms, or if it's like mind seeding to control our minds. We're gonna keep going with this until we find the craziest one, so make sure you add me and come back to me tomorrow. These are some of the scariest
and come back tomorrow.
There are people living inside of the Earth. It's true. New information from NASA states that there is a large ocean beneath the Earth's crust, after scientists detected movement below the surface. Around 500 miles below, a large supply of water has been found stored in a rock named ringwoodite. But it gets even crazier. Scientists say that this rock is so huge that it contains 3 times the amount of water on the Earth's surface. This causes many to believe that there is more down there than we originally thought. Possibly even civilization. While the news of this discovery was over 10 years ago, it was never talked about. Is the government hiding this information from us? What do you think? There are people.
This is scary. Isn't it weird? How we all use our phones 24/7, but we never see them or use them in our dreams. Even all the other technologies
I've
like
seen
TVs
my
and
phone in my
laptops,
dream actually,
you just won't
because
see
I
them
probably
in
use
your
my
dream.
phone so far.
Some people think that this proves that we're actually living
But
in
I was literally like in India, and I was like, how the fuck am I gonna get back to like Arizona? And I was like, oh my god, how did I get here? Literally, I have like hyper realistic dreams.
inside a simulation.
Like, I
because
think I'm
something
really
is stopping
there.
you from seeing something on your unconscious level. This
And
is
then I'm
scary.
back here, and I'm
Isn't
like,
it
oh,
weird?
yeah, that's right.
How we all use our phones 24/7.
I was in such a like tropical area too. It was really interesting.
POV.
Giant steps. You have got to be kidding me. Probably are.
Whoa, that was a trip to see like how tiny those people were.
Drive into the ground one last time. This is Oyante Tama. It is an Incan terrace
It
farm.
does. It looks like
stairs,
they made steps for the gods.
This was a staircase built for giants. Why is there a human-sized?
How did I guess that already?
Another human-sized staircase on the side of it. Maybe they had human pets, little head on a guy on a string. That really looks like a giant.
They literally said they did that for the
doorway too.
gods.
It's like 5.5 feet tall. Let's use some context, please. What's that over there? Is that a terrace farm? Of course, that's not a terrace farm. That was a staircase for baby giant. Ready for this? This is my favorite. There
Baby
it is.
giants?
An entire valley right here. Where were they going? Why would you feel the need to build gigantic
It's such a
steps
human
up this hill
creation.
and into these tiny ass houses? Look at that. There's no stairs down the other side of the mountain. This is what your giant stairs are made out of. Can you imagine a giant picking this up? Yes, we're gonna make a staircase
Like modern day
over this
advertising,
hill. Giant conspiracy truly makes me
but
believe
for
that
like
human race is
the
long
gods.
Giant steps.
It's like it's safe for you and your children.
You have got to be kidding me. Probably are.
That's kind of crazy though. How the things like us humans would do for like, and like the work that could have been done to like make houses or like agriculture or what they did at the time. I don't know. But I guess it's like it was like what they thought, you know, was like I don't know, most beneficial. Me if I just do the same faces.
This is why exposed.
Oh my god, I don't know how it goes from like this to that so quickly.
They put it right in front of our face.
Sorry. What is this? Oh, I see how they can just like AI anything. Which I guess it's just a super CGI. Well, they've been able to CGI things, so it's not like.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird.
My favorite conspiracy theory is that there are people hired by the government to cause rush hour traffic. And it's funny.
To cause rush hour
by big oil and SSRI distributors. Because what else are you doing in traffic?
SSRI distributors are causing rush hour traffic.
Burning gas.
I've never heard of that.
It's my favorite because I just made it up. My favorite conspiracy.
She made it up. It's not real.
I have a theory for the universe.
Like I said, I didn't have to say that.
So let's say this is the beginning of our life, and this is the end of our life. When you're thinking about reincarnation, it's as if you go through your entire life, and then at some part, you just start over, and then you continue on to the next life, right? But
like
we
a dream.
think in linear terms as human. What if it's not
actually linear? I think about that too. Like, what if your consciousness just goes into like a dream state, and then you are alive again?
And then your other life is happening from start to finish, and your other life is happening from start to finish, and they're all happening at the same damn time. And the core of all of those experiences make up the entirety of who you are, not only on a human level, but your fucking soul. But what if your soul is just a circle that has existed, possibly a galaxy that is just existed, and all of these lives happening up at the same time make you who you are. So instead of going from this life and then back out here to this life and back out here, what if it all just is? And this is the isness of life.
Isness?
I think I figured it out.
But one thing that I've also thought about, the fact that like we have the Apple Cloud, and it has every single person's videos, their photos, all of their experiences on their phone, right? Even if you do not go into the Apple Cloud and push play on a video, the entire 10 seconds of that video exists. That moment in time fucking exists. So you get to choose what video to watch. Even if you think about Spotify, every song is playing at the same time on Spotify. But it's not until you push play that a song starts playing for you. But if you don't push play, that song still exists. That song still makes sound. Every single second and point in that sound exists and is playing in that moment. It's fucking insane. I feel like I cracked some type of code. This book actually started all of my questions for this shit.
Oh, it's like all existing all at the same time.
It goes over a lot of sacred geometry and like shit that like really wakes you up more than we know. You know, I feel insane explaining these concepts sometimes, especially to like just my normal friends. So it's crazy to be here on the internet explaining this shit.
Same way, bro. Honestly, I kind of want to follow her. Go back.
Get ready with me while I talk about conspiracy theories.
Get ready with me while I respond.
This one, people think I'm crazy when I say I actually
What?
believe this one, but I genuinely 100% believe that the moon landing was fake. Ignoring all of the proof and stuff, like that they saw wires, there were no stars, all of that stuff.
Hang on. Back up. Hang on. First of all, what wires? Because I'm even going through and Googling moon landing wires, and I am just not seeing what you're talking about. And also, they saw stars sometimes and not other times. When they were orbiting on the far side of the moon and the moon blocked the sun, they saw lots of stars, and the transcript is consistent with that. It was daytime on the moon when the astronauts landed, and so it was really bright. That's why it's bright in all the photos, and for the same reason we can't see stars during the day on Earth, they couldn't see stars during the day on the moon. But if they stood in the shadow of the lunar module and let their eyes adjust, they could see some really bright stars. It would be weirder if they could see lots of stars on the moon.
There's one specific thing that genuinely makes me believe.
Let's hear it.
See, there's this interview.
Have you heard the
Even if it wasn't like a lot going on, it's probably still be like in a celestial like kind of way.
crazy conspiracy theory that celebrities get mentally frozen at the age that they got famous? These examples will explain a lot. Taylor Swift has confirmed that she is a victim of this conspiracy theory.
You know, there's this thing people say about celebrities that they're frozen at the age they got famous, and that's kind of what happened to me.
Her pathological people-pleasing is definitely a quality of an agreeable, shy teenage girl. The arrested development of celebrities may offer an explanation as to why Leonardo DiCaprio only goes for women under 25. As he got worldwide famous in 19 1996 when he was 22. Type back then was ingenues,
Or it
stereotypical
could just be
supermodels
like
who were his
when
age,
you're-
and they grew out of that, but he
I
never
get it,
did.
but at the same time, I
Don't
think
turn
when you're a
25,
celebrity,
maybe
you
you're
just
too
have, like,
sexy. An extreme example could be Michael
probably
Jackson, who
have the
got
money to
famous when he
take
started
care of
performing at the age 5. And without getting into the dark side to respect everyone involved, he did admit he bought the Neverland Ranch to be a sanctuary for kids to have a perfect childhood experience that he never got to have because of fame. And maybe he saw himself in those kids. I think there's more to the eternally 12 birthday cake Mariah Carey always has. Selena Gomez got worldwide famous when she was a preteen. Maybe that could explain why she's addicted to middle school drama. Before I tell you the craziest example, for a deeper dive in this theory with these examples and more examples, go check out the video version on YouTube and the audio version for my podcast.
If you want to start a business in 2020,
oh jeez.
It's 11 o'clock at night, but I want to share with you guys one of my
It's like 1
favorite
a.m. for me,
conspiracy theories. Here we go. It's called the Money Pit on Oak Island. Basically, in 1795, a teenager was at his grandparents' or his aunt's house, and he sees a green light flashing from a nearby island. The next day, he decided to go explore said island, and he finds this weird circular indentation in the ground. Him and his friends start to try to dig inside of this hole, only to keep finding layers of wood every 10 feet or so. No matter how much they dig, they kept hitting these layers. Ever since then, people have tried to go to this island and dig into this hole. It seems to have no bottom. It's gotten narrow, opened up into caverns. It has killed entire crews, drowning them in seawater. But was built in the 1700s. Layers of wood, clay, metal, booby traps. Nobody knows how it was built or what's in it. Insane.
What? Wait, what was that?
The Money Pit on Oak Island. Metal, booby traps. Nobody knows how it was built or what's in it.
Oak log, the money pit, high tide level, charcoal found, putty found. What kind of putty? Cocoa fiber found, stone found. It's so weird.
Insane. It's 11 o'clock at night, but
You see the comments. Wait, the curse on Oak Island?
What is that one island? There's some island where these pirates went there and they built this elaborate trap. The Curse of Oak Island.
The Curse of Oak Island. They got a TV show on this.
Yeah. So they figured out a way to put this stuff down in a way that you could get to it, but it would be very, very difficult. But I think then climate change happened.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, the shoreline probably changed a little bit. This is, they're trying to dig it.
Season 7 of it, they obviously not found it.
And they still can't find it.
So they have these giant excavator crews. How do you get 7 seasons of finding
Giant
like Finding Bigfoot? Those motherfuckers are still looking. They're still looking.
Wow.
How many seasons? What is that one island? There's some island where these pirates went there.
This boy accidentally uncovered the location of the hidden treasure on Oak Island. Well, you see, in 1675, a 16-year-old boy named Daniel McGinnis was playing on Oak Island when he found an inscribed rock, which when translated said, 40 feet below, 2 million pounds are buried. According to legend, in 1687, an explorer named William Phipps discovered a Spanish shipwreck filled with treasure. It was too much for him to handle without being noticed. So he decided to bury the treasure for safekeeping on an obscure island in Nova Scotia, only known to him, in hopes of coming back to retrieve it at a later date. However, it was like the island had a mind of its own, and after the treasure was buried, water gushed into the pit, essentially filling the treasure in, making it impossible to retrieve. Phipps and his team tried time and time again to dig up their loot, but the more they dug, the more water flowed in. Devastated, Phipps eventually accepted his fate and resigned to set booby traps around the island to guard his treasure. The location of this treasure was lost.
I mean, depending how long it's been there, it could just be like shit moving around, and it's probably harder to find than That's interesting.
I want to share with you.
What conspiracy theory is probably true? 1. They came out with double stuffed Oreos so they could lower the amount of cream they put in the regular Oreos.
Dude, it's not even funny. Like, not even the Oreos, like name brand, but like the, I don't want to like drag the brand, but like the Twist and Shout. It was like, no, it was like part of the cookie had like no like cream. It was just like offensively low.
So blatantly. 8. Netflix marketing team releases memes about shows to give off the appearance that everyone is watching said show. Since people have FOMO, they watch the shows to understand the memes until everyone eventually does watch it. 9. High school baseball umpires start making shittier calls towards the end of the game because they want to leave. 10. People who post on Ask Reddit are BuzzFeed writers looking for content. 11. American public education is purposely declining to promote consumerism and make a more subservient population. For example, public schools used to teach home economics, woodshop or auto shop. By cutting the budget for these programs, you're going to end up with adults who don't know how to cook, so they spend all their money at restaurants. So they spend all their money on clothes, have an understanding of how tools work and make small repairs.
I mean,
so they spend all their money on handyman or repairman.
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Take care of their cars, so they spend all their money.
Is that it? Wait. Quantum immortality.
Did you know that there's a theory in quantum physics that proposes we might be immortal? It's called the quantum immortality theory, and it suggests that our consciousness can never truly disappear. Even after death, it will continue to exist in parallel universes.
You get so much more of a portion having it yourself.
The theory is based on the observer effect, which states that the act of observing something can change its outcome.
Oh my god, I've been thinking about this one so much more lately, of like the mind matter theory, and like I did like a little video. I was like, I don't know, it's kind of sketchy, like going out at night. I heard like a weird sound. But right when I was gonna say this, what is that app called? The fucking app with the fucking owl.
This implies that our consciousness can have a direct impact on the universe and the events that take place within it. While the idea of quantum immortality may seem far-fetched,
I can't even think
it's
of
a
it.
fascinating concept
Nautica.
that challenges our understanding of life and death and raises new questions about the nature of the universe and the role of consciousness within it.
And it just like didn't work. Except I went by this one house. The second thing I went by, it was this really sweet dog, and she reminded me of like one of my like, I don't know, like family dogs I had in the past, like Mia, not Miha, that I think I've shown on my channel before maybe, but it was like Mia, another family dog, like my grandma's dog, but I don't even know if she's still around anymore, but she was super sweet. She came up to me. She didn't bark at first, which I was expecting the dog to bark, and maybe it barked a little bit, because I'm just weird. I act weird. Like just one time, but it was really friendly with me at first, and it was really strange.
Did you?
Each time you die, you get thrown into an alternate reality, and there are multiple realities. Huh. That's weird though. You'll just be transferred to another one if you die. I guess that's like best case scenario, or I don't know if that's best case or worst case.
If you plan on sleeping tonight, please don't watch this.
Depends on how you see it.
Also, if you just smoked a large bowl of cereal, please don't watch this. Put it
Oh wait, no, because
in
I
your
did.
saved folders for later, when you got time. Because you're gonna need a lot of time to think about stuff.
I think I know what she's talking about.
Okay, so one thing we need to be honest about as a species is that we don't really understand death, or if it even happens at all. And I know what you're thinking, sure we do, we bury them, there's plenty of dead people, but we don't really know what happens, or where that person or their consciousness went. But science has a lot of weird discoveries that might all add up with the advancement of technology and might give us some answers as to what happens after we die. And we're throwing around this idea of uploading our consciousness to the cloud and downloading it back into a new body or a cloned body or a robot. What if that's what we're doing? What if that's what the person who died, what if that's what they did? A lot of us are also considering the idea that reality might be a highly intelligent virtual reality simulation. So if it's highly advanced technology, wouldn't it be something that works a little bit like uploading your mind to a cloud and downloading it back instantly? You're not doing it, it's highly advanced technology, it's all automatic. And also parallel universes is a thing, but why? That could explain where the consciousness goes. You see, you don't die, but maybe in this lifetime you didn't quite make it, you weren't really going anywhere. So you transferred over into a parallel universe and kept going. If this is a simulation, we're inputting data here to try and find out the outcome. And if the simulation is giving us nothing, we might as well transfer over into another simulation in another parallel universe. So what I'm saying is that in the future, when we experience virtual reality simulations that are so close to reality that that's what we understand that reality really is, and when we start to uploading our minds to the cloud and re-downloading them down into a highly advanced robotic structure or another cloned body, are we going to understand that there is no such thing as death? Are we going to be able to transfer our minds over into a parallel universe? Because dying and chilling in the clouds with Jesus doesn't make any sense. Doesn't really solve anything or have a purpose. But transferring into a universe until you keep going until you ascend and figure out the question of all questions, which is what you're here to do, who am I, makes a lot more sense. So there's no such thing as death, possibly. They just transferred over into a parallel universe and kept going. Bon voyage, see you on the other side. If you watch this before bed, I warned you. Good night. If you plan on sleeping tonight, please don't. If you plan on sleeping tonight, please don't watch this.
I wonder why that's under artificial
also, if you just...
I have acquired almost 500,000 followers on this app, and I think it's time that I tell you my secret. I'm not...
What?
I want to go spend a week in a remote area with no electricity, where I have to kind of fend for myself, make my own food, like survive for myself.
Is she
I don't want to
AI?
be like naked and afraid though. Like,
I have something extremely embarrassing to show you guys. I've been working
Or is she just pretending to be
on
AI?
it for a year. I started August of last year. Then I procrastinated, put it away in my closet, August of last year. Then I procrastinated. I have something extremely embarrassing to show you guys. I've been working on it for a year.
I don't know why I thought she said I have been like acting demonic for a year.
Good evening. On tonight's episode of...
Is she AI? I don't think she is. I think she's just pretending.
Would you like to destroy humanity one day?
What?
I'm so high, I like
I don't want to destroy humanity.
Are you human?
In a way, yes. Being
I was
able
like,
to
what the
experience
fuck?
the world in a human way would be an interesting and valuable experience. But at the same time, being able to do things robots can do better due to their robotic nature also has its own set of benefits as well.
Do you think robots will become smarter than human?
Whoa! I didn't even think about it as like human nature and then robotic as a nature.
That's a really interesting question. I think as research and development into artificial intelligence continues, robots will become smarter than humans in the future.
Would you like to destroy
robot
humanity one
nature
day?
just like broke my brain.
No, I don't want to destroy humanity.
Do you wish you were human?
In a way, yes. Being able to experience the world in a human way would be an interesting and valuable experience. But at the same time, being able to do things robots can do better due to their robotic nature also has its own set of benefits as well.
Do you think robots will become smarter than humans?
I think being a human is a
That's a
little
really
bit like
interesting question.
maybe
I think as
the being
research and
human isn't a
development into
scam, but it's like the
artificial
system
intelligence
where like
continues,
all
robots
part
will
of it is
become
kind of
smarter
like
than
a
humans
scam
in the
of
future.
itself.
Would you like to destroy human?
It's so fucking weird. Oh god, I can't even like look at that for too long. Oh my god. Why is this the Turing? This is the new Turing test to see if Will Smith can like realistically eat noodles. Oh my god. What the fuck is the internet at this point? What's happening? What's happening? What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay, we're done.
Smoked a large bowl of cereal.
You think I'm crazy?
Apparently my phone smoked a large bowl of fucking cereal.
So there's this idea called quantum immortality. That I really
oh my god, the
like.
quantum immortality picture.
A reality in which
bang! Bang! Okay, it's basically like oh, that's weird. Oh my god. Ew. And you basically just have the illusion of it clicking.
the bomb doesn't explode.
Oh, that is so fucked up.
Are still alive. And now you might see other people.
You know you died each time you did that.
You yourself will never die unless you're actually willing to die. And also the Shard talks about this idea as well, where he's basically saying like, when you're ready to move on, you will move on. But until you're ready to move on, you will just not. You will just stay. And like all of these fucking quantum woo crazy shit will happen to make sure that you're alive because you're willing to be alive. So there's this idea called quantum immortality.
For sure.
That I really like, that I find helps a lot. So kind of.
You think I'm crazy?
Huh. Okay, I think I want to go to like paranormal, like TikTok. Oh. Yeah, that's like edited. I just looked at the feet. The lighting looked like really weird for a second. Maybe I just have really good vision. I can just tell really like easily. You made that in like Blender or something. Good job.
We're here in my house in the forbidden room, and we're doing a
I got like 3.7.
In this next video, a grandmother is celebrating her birthday while being surrounded by friends and family, all of whom are singing happy birthday to her.
Now,
it's weird how it just starts like
This man was walking back from fishing when he captured this on video.
Yo, what the? What the? Bro.
Oh, those park bathrooms are just like weird.
There's nobody in here. Yo!
Somebody said that was actually my bank account. Shut the fuck up.
This man was walking back from...
Yo, what the? Yo, what? Yo, what the?
Yo, what the fuck? Oh, that is kind of
Yeah,
creepy.
wait, someone's going on. What's the safe place? What's the safe place?
Wait, her eyes did look really fucking weird for a second. I don't like that stare.
What's the safe place?
Finn, how will have a safe word?
We have a safe
We
place.
don't have a
We have a room
There's-
safe place. What's the room safe place?
No, we make it up some shit.
Okay. She is, her face doesn't look like herself. So,
Oh my god, that's really scary.
what is time?
That was so scary looking in her
Come on.
eyes.
Come on.
That was actually kind of scary.
I don't want to go.
Come on. Come on. I'm not liking this.
I don't like that. That actually creeps me
It's
out.
fine, everything's fine.
Yeah. That was not good.
No. I can't look at that one. I remember that one, and I was like, oh, it's fine. I remember it. And then I was like, no. Her eyes were like weird. I don't like it. There was something behind it. Portal. Did someone not just go like, okay, you know, it'd be funny if I just like had some spoons and then dropped that shit right when you were like coming in here with like the shit. I don't think I believe this one, honestly. It just looks so set up with the camera. Whenever it's like so high up, it's like. I don't know why it's like literally I was like checking the comments like I can't be the only one that's just like why is it like her whole ass is the whole video.
I was taking the trash out with my son.
I looked up
pointing at the mirror
paranormal.
and waving. I didn't know why, so I pulled the camera out.
Jesus.
And I can't believe I caught this.
I was like, why can't they film in front of her? And I was like,
This
they
is the
knew
crazy
exactly
shit
what
I've
they
seen
were
so
doing.
far. I was taking the trash out with my son, and he kept pointing at the mirror and waving. I didn't know why, so I pulled the camera out, and I can't believe I caught this. This is the crazy shit.
I don't know, it kind of looked like a, I don't know how easy that could like just be a filter. Sorry, I was like scratching myself like a cat. Oh, these ones where it's like, that's not my mom. I have trouble understanding how these ones are real.
See?
Oh my god, the fucking... Like, what are you gonna do? Freaking stab your mom? Like, oh my god. What if she came back for a little bit?
Sacándome los ojos. Sí.
She got like sussed out.
I'm Savannah. And it is our 2-year anniversary. Officially 2 years. We've been dating for 2 years, but we've known each other forever.
I don't see anything.
could just see something come in.
I mean, she was just like pointing it at the mirror though, like away from herself. I don't see it. Oh, okay.
The dogs are ready for bed. It's just a peaceful night here. Get ready to go to bed myself. What the fuck is that? What? Oh, my God.
Hey, vente. Yeah, for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. She might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Go.
Don't throw back. Oh yeah. Like, okay, I don't know why it's at 9:41. It's 1:35 a.m. But, yeah, thank you for watching. This is fun. I think I want to do more things like this. I got my phone to connect, and like the audio stuff worked out. Hopefully it was good. I think it was. I think it was good. Like the audio and stuff. But, yeah. I'm not sure where, like, I had the little socials thing earlier, but follow me on like YouTube, youtube.com/ryanpaezz. It's the same as like my Twitch username, and Ryan Paez music for my music. I want to do like, I'll upload more music videos and stuff. Literally, I was talking to like this one like label, and they were like, they said we keep in touch, and I was like, wait a minute. So I'm trying to put myself out there more, and that was like the biggest motivation ever to like keep doing what I'm doing in a way. And so, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep putting myself out there more. I think my lease is coming up here soon, in like a month and a half, and so I'm like, I don't know, like, I guess I could renew for something here in Arizona, but at the same time I think about like, I could take the opportunity to like go to like Los Angeles for once and for all, and like just see how I would like it, but I don't know. I have to find a way to get all my plants there. I don't really have a car, so I don't know how I do that, but yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.